morning. Federal government failed to organize labor as strike begins today. Police arrest 9 people as crisis in Emoha leaves 1 person dead. Fire guards electronic shop in Port Harcourt. And on the foreign scene, exit polls suggest front runner is set to become Mexico's first female president in historic win. I'm Ifechukwu Moyinlu with the news. Now we begin the news this Monday morning with Labour leaders insisting that they will go ahead with a nationwide strike today. This is despite the 4-hour meeting the National Assembly leaders held with the Labour leaders on Sunday evening. The meeting was a last-minute effort to stop organised labour from going ahead with a planned strike over a demand for a new minimum wage. The Minister of State for Labour, Nkiruka Onyejuocha, says the government cannot pay more than 60,000 naira, which she said represents a 100% increase on the current minimum wage. She argued that the government and the organised private sector cannot afford the 494,000 naira demanded by Labour. Meanwhile, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi San has faulted organised labour over the nationwide strike. Mr. Fagbemi, in a letter to the Labour leaders, insisted that the strike was a violation of a subsisting National Industrial Court order restricting the unions from grounding the nation through the strike. In the meantime, the Commissioner for Education in River State, Obi Chukwuma, says the labour strike will not affect the ongoing WAEC examination. In a statement, he said that while they share the concerns of the NLC and TUC, halting the exams in the state will affect the future and results of candidates since the examinations are ongoing in other West African countries. Dr. Chukwuma asked all principals, supervisors and candidates to continue with the conduct of the examination. Moving on, police say 9 people have been arrested in connection with a crisis in Egbeda community, Emoha local government area of River State. The public relations officer of the command, Grace Iringikoko, who confirmed this, said the matter has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Intelligence Department for discreet investigation. As you may know, 1 person died following the clash between members of a local vigilante and some youth in Egbeda community. The youth were protesting against the appointment of an individual from the community as the community liaison officer CLO of the construction company handling the Egbeda Elele Omoku Road. One of the protesters, George Isaiah, spoke to our correspondent on this.
Money because they have known that it's a peaceful demonstration. And the process of coming back, Ospak Branketos killed Mr. Innocent Didier before everybody ran away. Nothing happened. Our process of we are singing and we are going back because of the DPO of Egbeda advised us to go back, that then we settle it amicably. They have taken the person to police station. DPO have arrested the Ospak, the one that shot him to death.
Our correspondent gathered that angry youth in the community, in retaliation for the killing, stormed the house of the commander of the local security outfit and set it ablaze. A Sienna car believed to be operational vehicle of the local security outfit was also set ablaze by the angry youth. It was gathered that 5 members of the local vigilante were among the 9 people arrested. Meanwhile, Blessing Innocent Didier, whose husband was killed during the Friday protest, is calling on the River State government to come to her aid. Mrs. Innocent Didier, who spoke in tears when she visited the Kuwazobia Info Complex, said the life of her family is under threat due to the quest for justice.
Leave 3 children for me. I know they do anything. And now they come my house, come threaten me. I know they safe. My children know they safe. I don't know what I go do. I they beg River State government. May them come for my rescue. May them come help us. May them come look into this matter. May them not just do this matter put for corner. May them come judge this matter away for me. I need justice. May them come help me. Nobody could threaten these children for me. And they cry for justice.
Narrating how Innocent Didier Innocent Didier was killed during the protest on Friday. His elder brother, Jonathan, urged the police and relevant authorities to prosecute the commander and members of the local vigilantes in the area popularly known as OSPAC.
Peaceful protest in which the police gave them security. The army was there. Police commended them and asked them to dispatch. My brother and his group went to the community. The OSPAC commander with his team hurriedly left the DPO, went to the community. Seeing my brother, unprovoked, shot him directly. Saying that the bullet did not kill him, used rope and strangled him. The news went to the DPO. The DPO rushed down, brought out my brother from the booth and took him to the hospital. But before they could get to the hospital, my brother gave up. There's a conspiracy behind this thing. The governor, human rights organization, and other security agency in River State should wade in.
In another development, the River State Police Command says it has uncovered a criminal gang specializing in the killing of e-hailing drivers to steal their vehicles. The public relations officer of the command, Grace Iringekoko, said in a statement that their atrocities were uncovered following the arrest of a member of the gang, Anthony Chima, during an investigation into the disappearance of an e-hailing driver, Ogenewari Barry at Wobome. The statement said that Chima revealed that he was brought into the gang by a friend, Amfo Abu, who introduced him to the gang's armorer, Reason and General Efisi, a notorious gang leader and seasoned kidnapper. Now, she said Chima confessed that his gang specialized in luring cab drivers into ambushes, stealing their vehicles and killing them for ritualistic purposes and organ harvesting. The statement said Chima disclosed that he was summoned to Reason's residence where he was instructed to call a driver. Posing as a passenger, Chima contacted Abobome and lured him to a remote area in Aminibuko, where he and Reason met with General Efisi and 4 armed gang members. The gang forcibly removed the driver from the vehicle and took him to Efisi's shrine, where he was bound, gagged, and killed. The statement said Chima later led the police to General Efisi's residence, where the victim's skull and a locally fabricated Beretta pistol were recovered. She said an investigation is ongoing to arrest the remaining suspect, and the suspect would be charged in court immediately. Away from that, a social-political group, Rivers Ijaw People's Congress Forum, RIPCOF, has urged the public not to accept what they called falsehood being sold by some individuals that FCT Minister Nyesom Wike is waging war against the Ijaw people in the state. The member of the group, drawn from the Ijaw dialect speaking communities in the state, made this clarification during a World Press Conference held over the weekend in Port Harcourt. Senator George Sekibo read the communique.
In 2019, and he effected it in 2023. Nyesom Wike is not a party Ijaw people. It is our belief that if something is wrong, we the Ijaw people should ask questions. Hear from one side and another side, and then come back and see how we can intervene and resolve issues. We observe that it is being portrayed as if some people are fighting the Ijaw people. Ours is to stand by the truth and then make our brothers and friends who are a bit being misled to understand the truth. And the truth is that, as a job people, we are always grateful people.
On the spot, the leader of the Kalabari Ijaw delegation on the occasion, Alabo George Kelly, explained that the message is to correct the impression that Ijaw people are ungrateful.
The Ijaw LGAs in River State were here represented today in their numbers to send a message, a very clear message to the world, a very clear message to Nigerians that Ijaw people are grateful people. Certain people have sent some negative signals about Ijaw persons. We represent truth, we represent gratefulness, we have the attitude of gratitude. And also to appreciate Nyesom Wike for making it possible for an Ijaw to become what other governors could not do for us. He did it for us. And so for those that are ungrateful, time will tell.
Correspondent Bureau reports that some of the dignitaries present, including the Director of Finance and Accounts in the NDDC, Boma Iyae, the member representing Asari Toro Constituency 2, Enemy George, and Chairman of Akugotoro Government Area, Roland Sekibo, spoke on this.
Whether you like it or not, Nyesom Wike did it for us. We will continuously be grateful to him, and we want to assure him nation is with you.
In the interest of the Ijaw nation, in the interest of our people, in the interest of our future, we decided to come together to put the story straight. We have no issues with anyone disagreeing with anybody, but the name of the Ijaw shouldn't be dragged into it. We're not at war with anyone. What we're saying that Ijaw people are united. Ijaw people are happy that we have the governor today. But then we must not be ungrateful.
It's not far-fetched. It's politics now. People have different interests, but we can say that the ones here are the true reflection of Ijaw people. Ijaw people are not ungrateful persons. That is why we have come here to say thank you to the person that God has used to put the God person as governor. But that we are divided is normal. Even in families, people have different interests and different views. But whether their views are correct is the thing we're talking.
Our correspondent reports that traditional rulers, council chairmen, past and present House of Assembly members and local government council chairmen, including youth and some women leaders among others, attended the Rivers Ijaw People's Congress Forum event. Still to come, UPTH under fire as Guardian newspaper's investigation reveals nurses exploit patients in ICU. Stay with us.
The entire Igbo
Governor Siminalayi Fubara has maintained that the worst is over and he's now focused on moving the state forward. Governor Fubara said this during the 60th birthday celebration of the Amayanabo of Okochiri Kingdom in Okrika local government area.
I identify with you and I want to appreciate you for standing with us. Like I said, the worst is over. What we are doing today is looking forward and advancing our state, and I'm happy that you are one of my allies.
As you may know, Governor Fubara recently elevated the stool of the Amayanabo of Okochiri from second class to first class too. Meanwhile, a group known as the Barrister Thank God C. Okbara Support Group says it is celebrating with Governor Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu for their 1 year impactful leadership in Rivers State. A statement by Mr. Okbara, who is the Ward 5 operational leader, said the people of Obele community, Ward 5 in Emoha local government area, are also joining to celebrate the governor and his deputy. The statement also congratulated the chief of staff of the River State Government House, Edison Ehie, the Speaker, River State House of Assembly, Victor Okojumbo, the State Chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Chijioke Ihumo, and David Omereji as they marked the 1 year celebration of the change of narratives in River State. The group also felicitated the leader of the Simplified Movement Emoha chapter, Charles Bekay, on his appointment as the Commissioner for Local Government Affairs. The group promised to contribute the best of their support to ensuring the success of the administration in River State. And now, Emeka Tachuku and all simplified elders of Isiokpo Ward 1 of Ikwere local government area, River State, are congratulating Iloka Tasie Amadi on the appointment as Commissioner for Works. In a statement, Elder Chukwu and the simplified elders also commend River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara for the appointment, which they describe as a square peg in a square hole. The simplified elders also urge Iloka Tasie Amadi to bring his wealth of experience and competencies to bear as he delivers on the mandate entrusted on him by the governor. Away from that, some business owners in Rumuosi community in Obiakpo local government area of River State have expressed concern over the inability to get help during fire outbreaks. It comes as Good Samaritans battled to put out fire at an electronics shop on Sunday. They urged the government to use the revenue collected from businesses to provide a functional fire service station.
The fire service, no time when we talk about fire service, they respond. It's very bad.
They are collecting revenue for fire. They came last time to pay thousands of nairas. They come for Obiakpo sanitation. All of them were paying, but yet we cannot see their help. It's quite pathetic.
They will tell you the distance they are coming from is far. As a taxpayer, you pay and you don't see the effect. I just pray and hope that our government will find a way to do the needful, because it's what ought to be.
A director at the affected electronics outlet, Collins Nadi, also spoke on this.
Incident was so heavy, every of our products that we have in there were all damaged, and they are worth billions of naira. I'm really so disheartened. I will advise the government to ensure that these fire services are working fine, and then make sure that there are fire services that are really situated closer to places where we do businesses in Rivers State. I am calling on the state governor to see how he can come to our aid and alleviate the present suffering that we are having at the moment.
Our correspondent reports that Sunday's fire destroyed properties worth millions of naira at the electronics shop alongside the roof of the next building. An eyewitness who noticed the smoke from the building said it was like an electrical surge.
I just experienced a fire surge at my backyard, and I saw it was coming from the tunnels. So I have also contacted the LG manager to come. So please, whatsoever, please help us to call fire service for them to put up this light off, please. We don't know, but I saw a fire surge, electric surge at the back of the building here. I'm eyewitness. My back of my house, I saw it. So I've called the manager to come, please.
Our correspondent reports that some Good Samaritans helped to put out the fire. In other news, the management of the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital UPTH says it is meeting today following an investigative report that revealed ongoing sharp practices inside their intensive care unit ICU. The Guardian newspaper report uncovered alarming practices by some nurses at UPTH, which include selling oxygen and medications of ICU patients for personal gain. The hospital has yet to officially respond to this.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Exit polls suggest that front-runner Claudia Sheinbaum is set to become Mexico's first woman president in a historic win. Pollsters predicted that the 61-year-old former mayor of Mexico City had won 56% of the vote in Sunday's election, convincingly beating her main rival businesswoman, Xochitl Galvez.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, you heard the federal government is faulting organized labor as strike over new minimum wage begins today. Fire has gutted an electronic shop in Port Harcourt. And on the foreign scene, exit polls suggest that the front-runner is set to become Mexico's first female president in historic win. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS on WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.
We take off with the biggest